Hey, I guess we're live. I guess we're live, and I didn't change certain categories. It's whatever. Software. Oh my goodness. Software. Okay. Game development, software and game development. There we go. That's the category I was looking for. The category I was looking for. Bring this bad boy up a little bit more so I can read it more easily. Let me turn off this dangled lights. There we go. We like to be very what's the word? Not conservative. Reserved, I guess? Restrained. That's a good one. Am I not tightening this? I could have sworn I was. Or maybe my DR mic stands have just gotten so old that they don't tighten like they used to. Come on. I keep tightening and nothing's happening. 1 second. Nothing. You're just gonna be loose like that? Have I really outlived this mic stand? That would be heartbreaking if that was the case. Oh no, maybe. Okay, whatever. This will be as it is, and we'll just survive with it just loosely rotating around. Oh well. Oh, hey, there we go. I felt some tightness. Okay, whatever. And I must admit, I'm gonna have to figure out what this audio situation is going on here with Unity. I don't know why it is the way that it is. Why it fights me as much as it does. Why it's just so problematic. I don't understand. Also, let me play around with my audio a little bit. Maybe add a little bit more gain to this bad boy. Yeah, just a hair bit more gain. So we just have more audio coming through, and let's figure out this dangled bing bong ding dong audio situation that's going on with this app. It's unimportant. Today we're going to do some shader stuff. Simple shader stuff, but shader stuff nonetheless. Oh my goodness, why are we laggy? Why is the performance dipping there? Also, hey Morgan. Strangely enough, I can only reliably watch from the YouTube side. Yeah, honestly, real talk. I'm thinking about maybe just not streaming on Twitch. Because I don't have that great of a time on Twitch. I used to, my old channel. But I don't know, the usability of Twitch is just not as great as YouTube. Dang old cellular has 5G and Twitch be breaking its ankles. Yep. Which, by the way, guys, tomorrow I want to do something interesting, something a little different. I'm going to try doing a stream not here. Not in the studio. but actually outside in the world. I'm gonna have like my laptop. I'm gonna have this camera. At least we're gonna have that. I'm gonna have slightly not as good, not slightly, very much not as good audio. We got this bad boy here, this little lavalier, and we're gonna see how strong my phone can act as a router. How well this bad boy can handle streaming, broadcasting. We're gonna find out. Tomorrow's either gonna be a brand new horizon that is gonna open up a whole new chapter, or it will be the doom. It will be terrible and absolutely garbage. And the reason I'm testing this is that I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico for like a week or two, and I still want to do some game deving and streaming from over there, but I'm obviously not gonna have all my equipment here, so we're just trying out, testing the waters before we are over there and can do absolutely nothing about the situation. So yeah, we shall find out. But anyways, today, brand new day, brand new stream. Oh, splendid. It's gonna be a little bit more of a, I don't know, tactical stream. Usually I like to start streams by playing games, but I don't know, today I just feel like just going straight into it. And I want to try experimenting with getting screen space shaders working. So yeah, we talked a bit about it last time, where the game has these nice transitions that exist, but they don't work on Linux or any. Actually, in web, it doesn't work on WebGL either. So I'm assuming there's something dumb happening here, specifically within this like GL-based graphics APIs. So we're gonna do things a little bit different. I'm gonna try, instead of using a raw texture to do this effect, because why would you want to do that? Why would you want to use a UI element for what it's intended to do? And instead, we're gonna use some other means of drawing, using a shader to draw directly onto the output of the camera. And depending on how well that goes, we might have to try digging our little fingertips, our little gross little fingers into the world of command buffers, which, may not be crazy. I know there's like a really simple way to do shaders on the output of the game camera. I just haven't done it in forever, and I completely forgot how you do it. So we're gonna see if we can rediscover that forbidden knowledge. Did the game audio troubleshooting work? No. So we're currently operating with no audio on Linux, which is fantastic, because it's fantastic. Wait. Like every time I check Pavu control, it's not saying anything. Pavu control. Like, let's see here. We got a speech dispatcher. I mean, they all seem fine. I don't see anything particularly egregious here. Unity does not pop up as a device. PCM, Starship Matisse, HD audio, and then NVIDIA DisplayPort plugged in. I don't know what's going on here. That's like the only option that exists. Advanced options. Yeah, I don't know. I really do not know. What just happened? I'm not hearing any audio. Do you guys hear? I see you guys hear audio. I just cut off my audio right now. Just by doing this. What did I do that was so wrong? What? What happened? Oh, I changed my default audio device, didn't I? Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, but aside from that, yeah, we haven't figured it out. I googled, nothing. So I guess we're alone on this one. But hey, who needs audio to make a game on Linux? Who needs audio to do game deving on Linux? Not me. And I made sure it's not an issue with the code base because my laptop has Windows on it, and I duplicated the code base and it worked fine on here. So clearly, we have to rewrite all of Linux in Rust, and that would absolutely fix everything. Clearly, the answer is to panic, recompile, rewrite everything in Rust, and life will be better. All will be well. Life moves on. Yeah, it's very odd. I don't know why Unity is like this. Maybe I have to upgrade my Unity version. Who knows? Anywho, that's neither here nor there. Today we're gonna test some stuff. So, and it's gonna be an easy thing. It's like a graphics thing. It's an isolation. It's not a very crazy technical thing. And we're just gonna be poking and prodding until we figure out how to draw on screen the way I desire, the way I envision, the way it was meant to be. If I can just simply find here's a camera. We're gonna add a component. In fact, let's just use a component that currently exists and then go from here. So for our little magic trick today, we're gonna be using the render with shader command on camera. And they have a little example here. And you just have to have a shader and wait, what? Render texture output? I don't want to have a render texture output. I just want the affect the texture. Okay, maybe I could just get rid of this line and this is fine. Anywho, who cares? What we're going to do is, and they do this on update, right? So we're gonna go into our update. In fact, let's make things even simpler. Let's just not even use this component. Let's make a new empty, clean component. Test component. Just so we can see only the logic pertaining to the camera stuff. That way, what you see and what I see isn't so messy and confusing and scary. And instead, we get to do something. Thank you, camera. Alright, I believe we're good to go. And let's just see how we're meant to do it. So they want us to have a shader here. Shader. And then, yeah, we're gonna make you public. Because who cares? And then we're gonna do private camera. Naming conventions, because we like to be consistent with that, even in non-important places. And then camera, we're getting that component. Cool, and then finally, in update, we have camera. And we could do camera.render with shader. Wow. Wowzers. And we're gonna do shader. And then what do they do here? Render type. By replacing all the render type shaders with the override. Oh, does this override all the shaders on screen with whatever shader you provide? Wait, that's not what I want. I mean, let's just try it out because we're gonna learn today. Why not? Let's get educated. But that's not what I want. What's the replacement? Oh my goodness, it's gonna replace every single object. That's not what I want to do. Okay, very cool. If you want to see what I'm talking about, do I have a default one? Let's just do this. I'm surprised I just don't have it here. And I believe, Unity should, yep, it's capital D default, my bad. So what's gonna happen is that with whatever shader I use here, and let's make sure I'm doing this correctly. Camera, current target, texture, output. Now we're gonna render to the camera. So if I understand this correctly, everything we'll see on screen is not going to use its normal shader. It's going to be using whatever shader we provide here. And let's find out. Let's use something that's very obvious to tell that is not, yeah, the miasma shader. That would be perfect. That would be a good candidate for this kind of behavior. We're going to yoink this, drag it into this component, which you cannot see on screen because, of course. Oh, my dad's calling me. 1 second, guys. I'm back. And I just realized that this is a shader, not a material, so I actually don't know how this is going to respond, how this is going to work. So I guess you just hit play and see. And see what kind of weird nothing happened. Nothing happened. Very cool. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh, because that's for tags, maybe? But tag should be, oh, untagged. Untagged is the default. Yeah, my bad. Let's see. Let us see. Untagged. Yeah, I believe I typed that correctly. Okay, let's try it again now. We're gonna see. I'm gonna be so disappointed if nothing happens. I'm so disappointed. What happened? Also, why is the performance so bad? It's like 20 frames per second, 18 frames per second. Like, what's going on here, dude? What's going on here? Wait, do I have C-Line open? Oh, maybe because I have Krita. I don't know. Krita should not be that crazy of a performance hog. Like, maybe RAM hog, but we have those. We got RAM. OBS shouldn't be that big of a workload. What's going on here? I feel cheated. It's rendering at 4K Ultra HD. That's something. Some kind of, it's still really unperformant though. We'll fix that. Nothing happened though. I'm sad. Why is this? I wanted to seem doom, gloom, and destruction, and all I'm seeing is just the norm. And I'm not seeing any, I'm seeing one exception, but that's a normal one. I mean, this is uses a render texture output stuff. Either way, that's not what I want to do. So, okay. How to apply shader to camera output. Not a webcam, to a game cam. So there's on render image, but you can achieve the same behavior by using scriptable render. I'm not using a dang scriptable render pass. But I guess an on render image should still work then if we're not using it. Beep, beep, beep. Aha! This is exactly okay. So you have a material, yep, and then you have your render chart, yep. Beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. So goodbye to you. Good day, sir. Good day. Okay, we have our screen material, and now we're gonna change our. We're gonna change this a little bit. I'm trying, all right. I'm sorry. My English. I have no excuse. I'm a native speaker. What am I talking about? English is hard. English is hard, okay? I really try my hardest. I just struggle sometimes. What are you doing? Source and dest. I'm just a little boy from Kansas, trying to make it in the big city. I don't need to get all this judgment from trying my best. Blit. Source, dest, mat. Yep. Excuse me. Source, dest, screen material. Beautiful. Okay. And this should work, I believe. And I think it should work just in edit mode. No, it's not going to work in edit mode because this relies on get component first, and then it's also on game updates. So, yeah, nah. But now, huzzah! Oh, I have a lot of null reference arguments. That's not great. Oh, because I didn't set the material. That's why. That's so simple. It's so simple. I just need a. Let me see. Do I have a CRT one here? In my CCDK and shaders, I should have. I feel like I should have my. I don't. I just simply do not. I thought I had it here, but I guess I don't. Well, that's annoying. But that should be relatively quick to, because I have it on another code base. 2.5, we go to Cozy Cabin Games, we go to, I don't know. Actually, no, it should be in, well, Crimson Crown should also have it, but I believe I have a more up-to-date version in StreamWorld, I believe. That's the build. What I need is the repository. The repository. Yes, please. I would like to have my shaders in the repository. Is it CCDK? Are you here? Shaders? Nope. You're not there. CCDK assets. Treehouse, sprites, plugins, materials, characters, application. Okay, we need to zoom this. Oh, it's probably here because I have this guy there, this pixel. Should be CRT camera shader. There we go. These boys. Let's go. All right, you're coming with me, and you're gonna go into Unity. Please cooperate. Do not fight me. Oh, do we not do dragging and dropping? Is that not a thing we do? Okay, it's fine. Copy. And we go to, again, other locations, D drive. We go to Cause Cabin. We go to Messy Mansion. Am I blind? Do I not see? Okay, Messy Mansion. Repository. Messy Mansion. Assets. CCDK. And then finally shaders. It's just that simple, guys. It's just that easy. That's simple. Drag and drop. What was it? There's something else like that. I forgot. Just words that sound familiar just to... Oh yeah, MT. Or you can say EMPT. EMPTY, MT. But you can just simplify it down to an M and a T. And it still sounds the same way. We just say the letter M and T. MT. Isn't English beautiful? Bobby, isn't it just grand? Okay, we're gonna go to shaders. We're gonna make a material here because why not? Why not have a material? Actually, shaders. I guess it would be technically in UI or camera. I guess we'll just do a thing for camera stuff. Material. CRT shade material. Or actually MCRT. And then we're gonna have you use the good old CRT camera shader. And we're gonna have the good old more like drag and drop these nuts. Gets Jack Black. Wait, skadooshed. Gets Jack Black skadooshed. I love that video. And in the Fallout New Vegas, that's an actual thing. They say Big MT. Oh my goodness, Big MT. That's crazy. Yeah, I remember reading in that video, there's a comment under there where they say in the cargo industry, they actually call empty containers MT. Like they label it MT as well. I'm like, that just makes sense. That's just some great world building right there. I feel like we need to have some MT containers too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What have I done? Okay, no, this should be fine. I think this should be fine. Pixel. We're going to do a CRT shader on this screen. And we're going to see how this looks. But instead of having to go back and forth between play mode and edit mode, we're just going to do something here. Where's a place where there's no fog? I sure would like to have no fog. Or maybe we just say screw it and just send it and we just work on this until we have the desired results. What is desired of us? I forgot what triggers the fog to recalculate. I think it's like interacting. You have to have like an object selected and then it updates correctly. Because of course we made our own lighting pipeline, so it's going to be kind of jank to work with it. It's always some level of jank. Okay. It's fine. We're just going to press play and we're going to make changes live. It's like how they do brain surgeries where like they keep the person actually alive and they even make them play with their instruments or guitar or something so they can see if they're killing them or not. We're kind of doing that here. And you can see it's working as intended. You can see the CRT effects kind of working a little bit. But it's a little messed up. She's a little bit struggling, but it is okay. It is okay. Can we please, I just want this to be paused, please. I don't wish for, okay, whatever. Screen distance, opaque, UI effects. We have no bloom. Alright, and then we want our pixel sizes to be thicker. We want thick pixel sizes. So we're gonna do, so you see how we have like, you can see the individual pixels lighting up? Yeah. I did this for Crimson Crown. It's a very cool effect. Is this being rendered after the UI? Oh no, we're not gonna do that. Forgot to compile the man spine. The man spine? And Doc, you block commented his modulo oblongers. What are you talking about? What are you saying? The man spine? Oh, you mean like the way it looks right now? Yeah. His spine's a little broken. It's okay. It's okay. Who's ever had a little broken spine? Oh, I'm so used to weird Windows quirks that I'm kind of surprised. You can change the glitch amount. So I have it here. There's like a little control here for glitch. I'm really happy with the shader. It's like distinct. But yeah, you can change how glitchy it is and how regular it kind of affects things. But it makes more sense in Crimson Crown where you have like an actual, you're playing as a robot. So like when you get hit, things glitch out a little bit more and then come back down. But here it's not really quite the same. It doesn't quite make sense lore-wise. And then we have this bloom thing. Don't go into the light! Brain surgery took, oh my bad. I forgot, it's the response is very, is not real time. On my part. Okay, where's screen edge? What value does this do? I don't know. There's strength. Oh, I can make it really strong so you can see the pixels affect really greatly. Like, I need to modify how I do the pixel thing. Center, and then there's like this whole this whole base color thing I have going on here where you can change the color of the side. So again, in Crimson Crown we have this effect where it gets hurt and it flashes red but then goes back to base color. Really cool stuff, man. I forgot how cool this shader is to play with. Yeah, and then we have like a little, you can change like the oh, this is such a strange effect, man. I have drain damage. You know how you can, like, if your drain is clogged, how you can buy like this crazy acid that you should not touch your skin at all, and you can pour it on the drain. I tried using that once. And it turned into this whole chemical warfare thing where we just couldn't use the bathroom for like a week. Because like we poured it in and like smoke started just out of it. And I was like, my nostrils and my throat burned for a while. It was kind of scary, man. We had to quarantine it out. Dude, I feel bad. And then the drain is still, the drain didn't get fixed by that. That's one terrible side effect. And then like you can see like the burn marks on the actual drain, like it's like fire just all over it. Oh man, so never again. Never again. Never again. Yeah, we don't trust those things. Is it 10? Yeah, it's 10 p.m. Aha! So this is going back to the base, the base color, the correct base color. Yeah, honestly, it just makes the game look like we're playing on a monitor. Like a camera's following the player. Especially if I make the pixel strength size bigger. Like now it just feels like we're actually... Like a camera should be following him. I rubbed that all over my body. My skin never felt more exfoliated from my bones. Yep. You know how like you have exfoliant to just rub? I guess that's what you're saying. The flesh is the dead skin. Flesh is actually just dead skin, guys. Get rid of it. You don't need that muscle or fat. People pay for liposuction when they could just go and take a dip with some I forgot what it's called, Drano. Though, unrelated news, if you want to soften your fingerprints, papaya juice can do that, or papayas in general. They're an acid that breaks down. They have an acid that breaks down meat. Reduce fingerprints. Yep. If you grab some unripened papayas and put them on your finger rollies, your fingerprints will get softened. Maybe eventually you can get rid of them. In fact, that's why, like, in certain places they would actually wrap meats in this or cook meats with it because it makes it softer and more malleable and easier and tenderer to eat. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I'm not saying that if you want to commit a crime, you should get some papaya on you, but I'm just saying it's kind of it's very interesting. Weaponized fruit. Feel the burn and only the burn. Well, I guess you're not going to feel the burn for too long because all the nerves that would be in charge of feeling the burn would be gone. Now, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be the case? I need to play around with my shader a bit more because it's a bit I want the edges where it's supposed to be black to actually be black and not like right now we're gonna make the pixel sizes really humongous so you can see the individual pixels, right? And you'll notice that the areas between said pixels, it just defaults to like a darker version of like the underlying color. And I don't want that. I want it to be just fully just dark. But then it causes some weird aliasing, so maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. Also, this center distance does nothing. This value does nothing. Tightness does nothing, I guess. Oh yeah, and then I have it where like, if you don't want the full screen, I have this shader running. You can actually, I have it where there's like a math function that makes it so the middle section is much more transparent. So it defaults to just how it's rendered to supposed to be. But the more I reduce tightness, where's the value? Or the more I reduce strength, the more the CRT pixels start intruding upon it. The bands, yeah. That's what I'm worried about. So like if I start if I make the pixel size smaller, you'll see the effect I'm talking about. The bitrate killer. I should probably check to see how well this performs on like how much computation this does. Because I think I use some sinusoidal functions which are kind of expensive to compute. But I actually really don't. Is my performance better now? It's like hitting 70 and 80. Like what happened? It's before it was like chugging. What happened? Where this would like chug really hard. It's like 15 frames per second, but now it's like running perfectly smoothly and fine. That's weird. Anyways. But yeah, this is kind of cool though. And we can swap out the pixel. Like we can make our own custom pixels and you'll see them be used here. I want to see the rest of the world with this shader on. In fact, how does it look like when I talk to characters? Oh yeah, I forgot. UI renders on top. Of course it does. Can we not render after UI? Can we not make that happen? Anyways, we can remove this shader entirely. Kind of cool, but it feels ill-fitting for this type of game. The GPU craves a cinder block. Actually, let's check out how the CPU is actually doing. Let's do that. What is it? MV top. That's the thing. MV top. Mr. GPU, how are we doing? Only sitting at about the 50%, 40% utilization. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Actually, no, we're looking at what application? OBS is like using 0 GPU or GPU 10% GPU memory, but that's about it. And using 96% of the CPU. Jeez, OBS. How about you save some for the rest of us? Firefox is using stuff, and then do I not see Unity here? Unity Hub. That's Unity Hub. ADB000. Okay, the Unity editor is like doing 160% Unity CPU. Okay, that's a weird metric. Yeah, 6% GPU usage, 12% GPU usage. That's not crazy at all for what we're doing here. I like MV Top. It looks cool. It looks cool. Yeah, let's... Oh no, I accidentally got into a dialogue again with her. You know, I'm not that opposed to this shader. If I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it kind of looks cool, actually. Like, when you look up there and stuff. If I turn it off. Oh, let me see if I can do a downsample shader too. Like if I could downsample the because right now it's like super kind of HD. It would be cool to still have like a HD resolution, but downsample the actual. Yeah, like look at this for example, right? If I turn off the strength entirely. I mean, it makes it darker, that's for sure. Let's say even here. Or if I decide to make it more fit the ambient color, so it's not as dramatic. It's actually cool. You can change the feel of this stuff pretty significantly just by playing around with this color. Like I want to make it feel more cooler. It's basically my own form of post-processing. But yeah, anyways, I can like do this. Just different vibe. Way different vibe. I don't know what y'all think. Boop, boop, boop. Huh. Anywho, but that's not the main thing we're doing here, right? This is just a test to make sure the screen space rendering is actually working correctly, which is cool, it is doing that, but that's not the full picture. What I want to do, what I'm chiefly concerned with, is having this transition effect be done. So, first of all, I'm going to save this material property, copy material properties, yep. Because it looks pretty dang cool with these settings. And I'm going to paste this. Paste material properties. Yep. And now it's saved. I can Control S and it looks fantastic. A few days in the hole on it. Did I just get some feedback? My bad. A few days in the hole ought to thin out OBS's appetite. Put him in the hole. Test complete. You passed. Yay. Yes. And now we're gonna make a little pipeline. So we're gonna call this. We're gonna make another one called material transition animator. And this is for the screen space transitions, and we're making a little post-processing pipeline. Honestly, it'd be better to have them all be done within one shader, but whatever. It's fine. It is fine. Oh, please. Need to hear crack. Yes. You never just feel like your spine is a little too compressed and you know there's some cracks in there? Oh yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we have our transition shader, and we are going to have to probably do some code changes to it, because this transition shader is a bit, it operates with different assumptions. That is for sure. What is it called? Maybe fade shader? SDF scroll. I don't know why I call that a sign. It's really just a distance. It's not even a distance field. It just kind of acts like one. Either way. CRT. Camera shader. I'm just going to yoink a lot of the stuff it has here because it's really all I need. I don't need anything fantastical or crazy. Try some Las Plagas. The spine will feel much less compressed. What's Las Plagas? That sounds like the plagues in Spanish, but I'm not sure if you're referring to something specific. Oh, and this is using what? Is this what I think it's doing? Yeah, we're using... Yeah, we're doing everything fine. We're doing everything fine. Any weird... Nope. You don't even need to use any of this stuff. Get out of here. We're not doing any source blending. No, none of this. And we have our main texture and... Dang it, Dinkelberg. We have to do things differently now because the main texture is reserved for stuff, I think. Unless we should just like send it and just say screw it and one second. Transition animator. Are we using an actual instance of this guy, or are we just setting a global shader parameter? No, we're actually setting a material instance. We're setting a material instance. Whatever. Get out of here, Bob. We're gonna just use... We're gonna set global properties here. Yeah, get out of here. Everywhere that says image.material, whatever. No, we're gonna just say shaders dot set global float. We're gonna just say screw all kinds of object orient. No, we're just gonna set global static variables raw for shaders. It's fine. In this case, it is actually fine because it's just using it's only one instance anyways. I'm sorry, what am I getting here? What am I getting here? We're setting the size of this? No, we're not. Not anymore. Nuh-uh. Resident Evil joke. Okay, Joe Sandwich. Complete global shaderification, Chris. I'm just saying, man. Usually you want to have things per instance, but you know, sometimes you can just say, you know what, this is just going to affect everyone. This is just going to affect everyone, and we don't care. I'm not scared of global side effects. People who are functional programmers, actually, no, not even just functional programmers, they're scared of side effects in general. But, nah, global state change is just a yucky thing in general. Is that all we need? I'm pretty sure we need to set like some kind of I guess we could, it's set in the material. Yeah, I guess we're just good. I guess we just send it. I think we just live life like Larry. Come on. Come on. Actually help with carpal tunnel, or does it just prolong the inevitable? It helps significantly, 100%. It's made humongous changes. Before I would get my carpal tunnel was really bad, where every single night I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up to my first it started off with my fingertips going numb. So I'd wake up in the morning and my fingertips are numb, and it's odd, but it eventually wakes up. But then it started growing from there. It started going from the fingertips down to the whole fingers, down to here. And it started working up from there. It started working down the line. And I'd wake up with like my whole hand feeling like it's numb. And I'd use things to kind of prevent my hands from getting to weird positions. I'd sleep with these braces on that my doctor recommended. And it was just, that didn't help at all. But then once I switched to this, the issue's gone away. No, I don't wake up with numbness with my fingers or my hands or anything. None of that kind of issues. It just is gone. I also started taking some magnesium glycinate to help with that, but I've stopped taking that a long time, like for months or a year, and the issue hasn't reoccurred. So yeah, probably months more accurately. I used to take it consistently for like a year or two, and then I stopped taking it consistently, and I'm fine. But yeah, this genuinely has helped me a lot. Yeah, it actually starts at the forearm muscles just below the elbow. Just below the elbow. Interesting. So down here. Very interesting. The tunnels created a network within the physiology. Yeah, it wormed itself in there. It wormed itself in. But yeah, this keyboard has genuinely helped. Like, I program a lot, many hours, both for day job and personal, like every day, and it's largely fine. Never really have issues with it. Only had issues before this. At most, maybe like I overwork these fingies, or actually no, these fingies here. If I'm like going too hard, but it never results in the same. It never results in carpal tunnel like symptoms. It's just like muscular like strain, and that's about it. And which is why I also switched to using linear key switches, because I realize any amount of friction or force that makes it harder to push down just exacerbates that more. And linear switches just have no, like, I can very softly press a button and they'll activate with very little newtons of force, which is great for me. So yeah, I used to have like nice switches. I had these Gateron ones, which were very thocky. I loved the way it sounded, but it required a lot of force to push down, which sucks. Thinking you update because your art has improved. Okay, so that portrait with the heads. Oh, that girl. This one? Gotcha. Yeah, maybe I'll play around with that. Let's compare. Yeah, very stylistically different. Yeah, I'll play around with her. I think it just requires minimal changes. It's like proportional stuff. Some proportional, and just some like artifacts in the face. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Also have her. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to play around with her more. I was even thinking potentially just doing another iteration on her pixel portrait with a different hairstyle, but we shall see. The cool thing about this keyboard is that it's also kind of an anti-theft device, because no one knows how to interact with, like, use my computer with this keyboard. I don't think anyone wants to have it. It's a very specific thing. Transition animator, yep. FCF scroll shader. Yeah, I think we just send it. I think we just go crazy. All right, let's just try it out. I think it's not. I hypothesize it's not going to work the way I want it to, because we don't do a specific thing, and we can talk about that thing. It's a very simple thing, but we just don't do it. But we're just gonna find out. But worth it. Yep. Definitely. It's all about the little details. And okay, let's see if I die. Let's try dying and see what happens. Okay, nothing happened. Yay. Yay, nothing happened. That's totally what I wanted. Thank you, game. You're my favorite. Okay. We're just gonna... what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? I think we're using one material instance, so I should be able to just modify that guy on the run. Again, another open brain surgery. Unless I just forgot to in the camera test component. Nope, I'm using transition. Okay, open surgery time, or maybe we change the order. We just change the order and see what goes from there. It'd be funny if you drew the unalive figure as the infamous Family Guy pose. That's funny you brought that up. I actually thought about doing I did sketch a little sketch of this guy in a Family Guy pose. I forgot why I was doing that, but yeah. Unalive figure as which unalive guy though are we thinking of? Which one in particular? Okay. This is progress. So they're overriding each other. Oh, I know what is happening. It's because this guy, source, is the original, and we modify the destination, but then we use the original as well to write to destination. We should be using dest. That's how this rodeo should be working. It's so simple. I can't believe I neglected it. How could I have neglected that? Okay. Please run. Okay. And yeah, no. It didn't do the thing. Very sad. Where's the game? UI, canvas, transition, animator. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, and then we can... Okay, no, it does work though. It is working. It is doing something. I'm not sure what that something is, but it is indeed doing something. I just need to change the tiling amount, maybe? No, it's not doing it. Very cool. Naro! Palgaresh. So you guys, I'm a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. I like to pretend like I know what I'm doing with full confidence. Full chutzpah. But I find myself in this position where we're just a little confused, a little scared. Not gonna lie, a little terrified, petrified. And I'm not sure what I am to make of this. But there is one thing I can think of that's for sure at least a problem. Can I send a funny reference to the pose on YouTube? Oh my goodness, yep. He's back. No, wait, he's cooked. On the second thought, yep, we're just keeping on the edge of the seat. Actually, I'm not lost. I'm not scared. I just like pretending like that to keep the tension up. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Wait, let me see if I posted the redraw somewhere. I probably didn't. Or it'll be very far up if I did. But now you make me want to redo that redraw. One second. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Ubuntu's a little rough around the edges. Despite all the work, it's come a long way. Still a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. Still a little rough. I still prefer it than Windows in a lot of places. It's just, you know, sometimes my applications just don't behave like applications. They behave like little projects that we need to fix. Which is okay. I signed up for it. I know what I was getting into. That's the price you pay for independence. I can't find... Okay, here we go. And I'm scrolling and I'm posting data and I'm looking at recordings and music and character concepts and more video game music for the game. And I don't see it. I do have the battle theme, or a version of it. That was pretty cool. Duh! Huh! Yeah! Now I need to do some music stuff. Absolutely. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Send it anyways. That was me sending the prototype of this game out. That was me making this game, dude. Actually, no. There's a lot of hubris involved. A lot of, this is the greatest thing ever. And then send it. And then, boo. It's actually not. It's terrible. And you should feel bad. And then I felt bad. But then we're back at it, thinking it's the greatest thing in the world. I still think it's the greatest. Do we not use main texture? We use main UI texture. So we have to treat this like the main texture going through, which means I need to change this guy. You are no longer main text. Or main text exists. But for right now, that's not it. We're gonna change this to pattern. Pattern. And wherever it's wrong, which is just one place, thankfully, change it. Pattern. And then we're gonna do like that, and then go over here, and we're gonna change this to pattern. Are you getting a pattern? Are you sensing a pattern here? And I think that should be fine. I think that should be good. Honestly, tell me, what if the problem is that I did lowercase d instead of capital D? Imagine if that was the problem. I used lowercase d instead of capital D. And that made them very angry. I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past them to make that no. Still problems. Still problems. Makes me very sad. Makes my little heart. Oh, 1 second. I almost forgot. We don't do discard. We just return float 4. I sound like Dr. Evil. Yes, Austin Powers. Yes, Austin Powers. You may fight meeting me in the parking lot of Costco. I'm losing it. Okay, color, main color. And we're gonna do text 2D. And then we're gonna do main text. And then we're gonna make this be, I don't know, I.UV. How about that? And then we're gonna return main color. And that should recompile, and we're still not happy. Still not happy. Very sad. Very, very sad, I must say. Frankly, my heart is broken. My heart is broken. You used the Mew? You monster! Unsubscribe sobbing. What can I say? I am Dr. Evil after all. What do you expect? What do you expect, Mr. Powers? What am I doing? Oh, I did the 100 thing, didn't I? That didn't change anything. Okay. Okay. So we're still calm. We're still relaxed. We're still calm. But not for long. Not for long. Not for long. We're on the verge of losing composure. We're on the verge. We're on a fine little precipice. I feel it coming closer. And transparent threshold and transparency have to be actually important. Is there a recompile error? No, there's not. Okay. The rules have changed, kid. Oh, wait 1 second. 1 second. I may have done a little fatal flaw. I may have done a little oopsie, which was have that thing on. So maybe actually I'm not as bad as I think I am. Never mind. Still having a skill issue moment. It's okay. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. I could change his color. That's cool. It's cool to know, but still kind of prefer. Wait, the texture's missing. The texture's missing. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, what a simple blunder. I just simply forgot. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is something. This is something. This is something. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I turned on the seizure machine. My bad. We will try rectifying that. But hey, we're on to something at least. There's some progress. Vertex shader, are we just doing normal stuff? Yes, we are, Mr. Vertex shader. Yes, we are. And Also, A+ for putting your socials into your description. We've improved. We've done a little better. Is beans start from scratch all over again? Yep, remove it. Honestly, just gotta rip it all out. I'm gonna delete my my account, my GitHub account. Just get rid of it all. All right, what we got in the memes? When he wrote, yep, 100%. Except we haven't gotten to the, oh, that's why. We haven't gotten there yet. And honestly, it's not even my fault, okay? Because it works fine on Windows in DirectX. It's just an OpenGL, WebGL land where this just becomes an issue. So, like, I mean, still I have to deal with it. It's my fault. I'm the person who has to pay the piper. But I feel a little angry. I feel a little bit angry. And not just at me, at other people. A little bit angry. Why is it my fault? Why am I the problem? Okay, we're gonna make this a little bit not as crazy so we don't hurt people. And are we gonna do the SVT thing? Can we do this, the tiling thing? Can we like tile by like 1,000 and tile by another 1,000? Well, it's affecting something for sure, but I don't think it's doing the thing I want it to do. Okay. So I'm assuming it's not this nor this. Okay. I'm a little bit surprised by, in fact, let's do something a little simple. Let's just bypass all the shader logic and just return the main color. Interesting. We don't get the main color. We don't get the screen. Okay, so that's a little hint right there, right? For some reason, we're not getting the screen. Now what happens in the vertex? Oh. Oh, okay. Another hint. We're supposed to use a V2F image. And I think with that, we can get rid of... Yeah, we can just get rid of this whole vertex thing. We don't need it. Why do we need it? Get it out of here. Smell you later. And then how do we get the... thing, the UV coordinate? Input dot... Okay, we could just change this to I. Okay. Oh, yay! Broken text. Broken. Very cool. I love broken. But that's different, at least. I like different. Why are we pink? Why are we pink? Oh, you're gonna see, once you see this effect, it's the most beautiful thing ever. I swear, this effect is gonna be the most beautiful thing. You don't even know. Simply the best. Could be fantastic. Oh, vertex vert image. I forgot we do need a vertex path defined. It's just that we have to specify a preset one. And we're back to gray zone. We're back to gray land. Yay! Yay! We're back to gray land. That's exactly where I want to be. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. How did you know? How did you know I wanted this? It's not even my birthday yet. And you already know I want to go to gray land? Oh, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. We specify this as app data. We don't need these app datas. These app datas are for babies. More Greyland, yay. Common problem with you when you edit or remove the texture or embedded image file. Yeah, no, that's just a general graphics programming thing. Like you see it all the time, like with Gary's mod is a great example of it, right? For whatever reason, magenta is the error color code we use when we say, hey, your shader's compiled wrong. Your shaders went bad. Hey, you should fix this. It sticks like a sore thumb. Which, granted, I think it's a great idea they did that. You don't want some sneaky bad shader stuff sneaking into the final release. It makes sense. What do we return? Game pixel is what? Raw game pixel equals what? Float 3, texture 2D, main text, input. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we're on the right track. We do text 2D to sample, and we do yep. Okay, I'm not crazy. They just want me to think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. I refuse to let them think I'm crazy. You just have to believe me, okay? I'm not crazy. More Greyland. I love Greyland. Greyland, yay. I love to be in the world of gray putty. Okay. So we have... What are we doing wrong here? Because this should be the minimum. Unless I'm doing something wrong on the CPU side of things. Because it's either the CPU side or some weird pragma properties thing that I'm just mistaking. I doubt that I'm wrong in the shader side, so I'm going to assume there's something wrong in the CRT and the CPU side. So we're going to just do this. We're going to get rid of we're just going to do source, and we're going to get rid of screen material. We're going to do transition, and we're going to stop it, and we're going to press play, and it's going to be great. And either my concoction comes to life and we see the screen as it's supposed to be. Okay, you're compiling. No, it's more Greyland. It's more gray. More gray. Why? I'm doing what you want from me. I'm using source, dist, transition, same material. We're early returning. Let's play it safe. Just comment all this out. It's not real, baby. It's not real. We go over here. What's the difference is here? Nothing. Nothing is different. Just glitch them out. But this is like enough. It's fine. This works. This should be the minimum you need to get screen color, unless I'm imagining something completely different. In fact, let's do some more testing here. Let's just say we return, I don't know. What if we just discard? No, but we never discard. And it returns nothing. Okay, what's going on with this MIPS problem? Copy. That's for the dust system. That's not even relevant. And you know it. He may not be crazy, but I sure am. Yes. We're all digital. It's spreading. Greyland is spreading. Greyland's coming for all of us. And who are we to avoid him? The Greyland. We're meant for the Greyland. That's where we belong. That's what we want. Vertex, vertex, fragment, frag. Unity CG CGenC, Unity CG.CGenC, yeah. Standard Unity CGenC file. When do you end the CG program? Right after the main, right after the fragment shader. How do we handle passes? Right before the sub shader. Oh, but it uses a capital. I mean, I don't think it should matter. But at this point, we're just gonna cross our T's and dot our I's. Because I have trust issues now. I have trust issues. Nope, still Greenland. Still Greenland. Okay, so let's look at the materials themselves. Because if it's not happening here, it's got to be happening in the materials. So let's go to, if you don't mind, let us take a gander over to the camera, which is here, main camera. Hello, my good old friend, my good friend Chum. Let's look at the CRT. So it's in the alpha test render queue, okay. I doubt that should affect anything, but hey, you never know. And is there anything else suspicious about this beyond just the alpha test and render queue? I don't think so. Cool. So now let's go back to our old pal, old friend. Where are you? Show yourself. Main camera. Material.transition. Okay, we're just gonna paste. Put you in the alpha test. 2450. 2450. Okay. I don't see any changes. Don't see nothing. Not one bit. I should be seeing game. We're not seeing nothing. Okay. It's going to be something dumb. I know it's going to be something small and dumb. Usually graphics issues are usually dumb little things. Is there something dumb in the headers here? Anything weird in the headers I'm seeing? Color, range, float. Yep. Capital V vector. I mean, we can do that. How do you handle range values? That's correct. Default range. But you know, let's just make it a decimal explicitly. Let's just be explicit about it. 2D. Yep, that's how we do 2D. Yeah, no changes. Okay. Any changes in how we handle properties? Not that I see. Okay. Everything seems to be in the correct order. Any missing semicolons? CG program pragmas don't need semicolons. It is named appropriately. We're using a float 3, not a fixed, or a fixed 4, not a float 4. Or we're using float 4, not a fixed 4, so that's not the issue. Why does this feel so much more indented than this guy here? Maybe I'm just seeing things. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I'm just going crazy. Okay, so the shader structure is correct. Semicolons are where they belong. Brackets are where they belong. Like, it'd be rookie mistakes if I were to make those, but you'd also, if I made an error, like let's say I did, I don't know, missed a semicolon, right, and compiled it, you'd get the purple magenta. You would have an error saying, hey, your shader didn't compile properly at line 222, and then you just go over there and you fix it, and everyone's happy. We're not encountering that. It's a logical error. Something wrong that we're just missing. Something finagly. Do I need to specify pattern or main? Is that the issue here? Oh my goodness! It was the property! Ow! Okay, I just hurt my nuts a little bit. Just got up a little too fast. But it was a property. It was a stupid Unity property. That's the thing that was missing. That was the thing that was missing. A dumb Dumb Unity property. So forget that properties aren't just a temporary. They're not just a inspector thing, but they actually have real ramifications. Because of course they do. Oh yay! Fantastic. And then if I do threshold, you're not gonna do the thing. Oh wait, 1 second. I forgot. Uncomment this. Oh my, and the effect is here now. You can see the transition effect. Oh, beautiful day. Oh, glorious day. You can see the transition effects now. So if I go die, now you can see it the way it was supposed to be done. Here we go. What are you talking about? Why did it not do the thing? Taking victories where we can find it. We're taking victories where we can find it. That's a W. We're on the board. We're on the board. We'll fix this. For future Marcos, we lost out on some real ones. Yeah, they got claimed by Unity. Very tragic, very sad. Why is this not? Why? Oh, I know why. Because you're a property. These dang properties. Does it make it per instance? Is that what happens here? Is that what happens? Are the properties the problem? Properties are all the problems. I need to write this down. No properties are the issue. I just have to remember, when in doubt, properties are evil. That's just how life is. Oh my goodness, the properties are evil. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we should be able to chain. Okay, we should be able to chain effects back to back on each other now. We should be able to do this now. In fact, we're going to do this the other way around. This is going to be source. And then screen materials is going to be the very last thing. Oh my goodness. A little mad. I'm a little... It's okay. Everything's good. I forget materials do things like that. Okay, now if we die... Very cool. Oh, but it's okay. It's my fault because I didn't do that. It's okay. I'm the problem. That's actually me. I'm the issue here. I'm the problem. It's okay. And we're gonna have a nice, beautiful effect now. We're back in Greyland. I thought we were good. Oh, I thought we were good. Goofy, why are we back in Greyland?
Gosh, Mickey, I don't know why we're in Greyland. Gork, I just moved some code around and we ran up in Goldland.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna... Oh yeah. Exactly what the doctor ordered. It's precisely what the doctor ordered. Stolen Dark. Valid Crash Out kept it Disney family friendly channel, of course. Of course, yeah, of course. Can't wait to get copyright struck by Disney. They didn't like how Mickey talked during that. Okay. So we have problems to figure out, right? Oh. Why is my mouse not... Okay, I see my mouse again. I don't know why it disappeared for a little bit. Oh, it's because I was clicking to the game. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. So I suppose we can't just do that for whatever reason. Okay, cool. Very cool. Can I do... Excuse me. Excuse me. Does Blit return anything? You don't return anything. You don't. Very cool. Very, very cool. And I believe this is just gonna overwrite. So we're just kind of not in a great spot, aren't we? We're just not in a great place. Because now I hypothesize it's only gonna use this and not this screen space one. I said Disney. You know who else likes Disney? Hermione. 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 Oh no. See, this is what people who like using scooters say. This is the thoughts of very deranged scooter riders. Or that one guy on Instagram or YouTube who he has this whole thing of just hurting his shins. I'm surprised he hasn't graduated by moving up a couple inches to his kneecaps. But I guess shins grows on trees and kneecaps don't. Yeah, there's a little place over here, a little. Meow meow meow. Okay, cool. I mean, so we're gonna get into this territory of something called an Uber shader. It's really cool. And we're probably going to have to make a Sinji CGen-C library. And we're just going to migrate all this into one massive shader with a bunch of configurable options, which is going to be disgusting to work with. I was just trying to be a nice boy. I just wanted to have my cake and eat it too, apparently. Because you just can't have... Okay, let's see. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Multiple graphics .blit. Multiple material graphics.blit. No, not multiple source textures. No. Blit multi-tap. Okay, this sounds promising. Material parameter, that's offsets. I want multiple materials. I would like multiple materials, not multiple offsets or whatever you call these. If we can have multiple materials, that'd be great. But I'm not seeing it. Overlay does a dozen of textures onto each other. Okay, so Google's not turning out great for me, and let's see. Let's just do a little experimentation. Let's do a little experimentation. I say Hermione whenever I hurt my knees, to be quite honest. I be doing and saying the most random things. No, that's just, I feel like that's a general internet thing. Because there's specific things I quote all the time that I'm like, no, most people are not going to recognize. But it just encroached itself into my vocabulary because of that. Also, that Disney joke, like, I remember with my first girlfriend, I saw that PNG and I showed it to her and I laughed. It's like one of the top 5 times in my life I laughed so hard where like I just couldn't breathe. It was just this crazy, maniacal, crazy laugh. And I was dying at this. I don't know why that cracked me up so much. Like I was a senior in high school, not like I wasn't. For whatever reason, that cracked me up, and she was so confused. She didn't understand. She's like, "Why? That's so stupid. Why is that so funny to you?" And I couldn't describe it. There was something about it that was hilarious. I don't know why. Like the fact that maybe like someone tattooed that. Like I don't know. It was good. It cracked me up. I don't know what to say. But, yeah. Good time. Okay, we're going to do a render texture. Equals new. Well, this is going to pass the reference. I wish to make copy. Okay, what's the constructor look like for this guy? Descriptor, texture to copy. Oh, I can just pass dist. Can I just pass R? I mean, this sounds probably bad, but maybe this might be good. I haven't seen the meme though. Oh, really? It's a classic. The madness consumed his funny bone. Yeah, it was that one and the Chad bathroom one. That also killed. Saying, I don't know what it. Maybe there's just something about senior year me where I was like in a certain level of just development. But yeah, the Chad bathroom meme with the same X, the same time period, just cracked me up. I don't know what to like there's something about the descriptor that is used, the Chad. There's like a meme about the virgin bath urinal user versus the Chad bathroom enjoyer. And it's just it's like the most crazy depiction of this guy with like urinating everywhere, grabbing everyone, and like one of the descriptions was like yodel, like embraces his neighbors. And yodels. Like, I forgot what it was. It was something so stupid. Your bones tickle? Just me? I'll see. Is that a funny bone thing? I'm really bad with puns. I miss them. People make it. Goes over my head. It's very tragic, really. And this is not happening every single time. Very sad. What's this error I'm getting here? Argument cannot be null. On what? Oh, because texture isn't real yet? First of all, let's collapse this. Thank you. And then texture to copy. Where are you having this error? I'm GUI utility, test component, texture 236. It doesn't. The stack trace is not full, and I am pretty sure this is gonna be terrible because I'm gonna be generating so much garbage. Garbage day. Oh, you know what? We can make a temporary texture that we draw to R, and then. I mean, it's probably the same problem anyways, but Yeah, it's probably the same thing anyways, but dot texture? I don't know. Texture. Maybe I could just do it destructively. Just do like the mutate it directly. Does not matter. Not using any execution path. Fantastic. So we're just gonna encounter the same thing then we had before. My bones literally tickle and I can't grab or hold this. Really? That's kind of wild, actually. That's crazy. Barry Allen, how fast can you laugh? It just might definitely defeat the Yoker. The Yoker. Protect Arkham. Begin laughing. Activate your emergency Disney meme picture. Yeah, I can't like exaggerate enough how dumb it was. Like I feel like this should mutate. So we call dist blit. What do you like? Blit graphics blit should just draw everything from source onto destination. Am I not containing a source image? Yeah, and said source image. We draw this screen material to that. Okay, is there no way to graphics split? Draw, shader, Unity, draw shader onto render texture. That's the problem I want. I want to draw over render texture. That's what I want. He's suffering from success. He's using the URP pipeline, which I am not using. Excuse me. I just want to see code. Can a gamer not see code? Shader graph. Okay, out of here. He's got egg on his face now, Bane. Don't scare me. Don't scare me. With a yoker. Okay, what is this guy doing? He's doing something. Graphics.copy texture. Hey! That's what I want to do. 1 second. Maybe this render texture thing is not off the table. Render texture. Maybe this is not off the table, guys. Okay, and then we do what? Graphics dot copy texture, and then source text, and then destination text. So we have R, and then we have dest, and that just works. Oh my goodness! And then we can blit this, and we can do R to R. And then maybe I'm a genius, and maybe I get a Nobel Peace Prize, and maybe, just maybe, I get to buy the entire islands of Puerto Rico and the surrounding neighboring islands. And then I can buy the entirety of Africa for fun. For fun. Okay, we've done more damage. We've done wrong. We've done much wrong, actually. This is not happy. This is not happy. set to the same render type may result in undefined. I don't care. I don't care. Who are you telling me? Who do you think you are to tell me what I can or can't do? Okay, really? Really? Who are you to tell me what I can't? I am the captain. I know what I'm about. Okay. Okay, S2 to destination. Yes, Batman. Yes. My body be doing too much. It makes people around me laugh harder though. They ask me to grab something and I say while laughing, I can't, my bones tickle. And they always like yeah. I don't think that'd be very conducive. I don't have this issue where like can laugh. I mean, it's just not it's just a general thing. Laughing is kind of contagious, right? So when I laugh, actually no. I'm the opposite. Like I laugh. Like sometimes I laugh at something that's funny. Like I don't know. There's something at work that amused me more than anything anyone else saw. About like putting gasoline in a humidifier, and I forgot what was the reason we talked about that. But I found that so funny, and everyone laughed for like a second. But then, like, my laughter started getting stronger, and then they stopped laughing. And, like, the fact that I was the only person laughing like a maniac just made me laugh even more. It was very odd. Like, it's a very odd scenario, because in retrospect, I'm like, oh, they must think I'm, like, I think I'm the funniest. That, I don't know, there's something about the guy who just laughs at his own jokes. It's not even a joke. It's just, that thing is just so... That scenario is so preposterous to me that it's like, I don't know. It just tickles something specific. It's goofy. Okay, let's try. Completing app domain. Run. Do it. Do it, run. Yeah, we're not gonna find the Batman. Yeah, we're not gonna. Okay, it's saying this is null. And this is happening in test component, so it's my fault 100%. At line 22. But why is this saying that it's empty and null? Like, this wasn't null. And then this certainly shouldn't be null. New render texture using S1, S2, and we blit S1 to S2. That seems fair to me. That seems fair to me. I don't know what's going on here. Call with null destination. And it's saying that the destination, this is null. But how can it be null? We clearly constructed this without any issues, right? Don't take my sanity. Don't take my sanity. Don't take my sanity from me. That's the one thing I have, for sure, I think. You know, this used to smell like redwood, and I don't really smell it. I don't know why. Burning the candle just does not smell quite as right. Maybe I should have just left it unburnt, just to sit there, be fragrant. I don't even know why I have a candle when my sense of smell is so weak. Or maybe it's not that it's weak, it's just that it's always stuffed up. Either way. And again, we have the same issues here. We have the same issues. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do graphics. Wait, what? And it's this one too. That's like not okay. Whatever. Maybe we do graphics.blit s1 source. Because I think the underlying texture is null. That's the issue. And then we do source is S1. Source to S1. So we copy source to S1, yep. And then, I'm sorry. And then we do this. Okay, I think that's the issue. That was a problem. And we copy to S2. Yes. And then we blit the input of S1 into S2. Yes, and then that should be good. And I believe that shall fix all our problems. Darkest Dungeon Sanity break moment, yep. Oh, we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there. We're actually making progress. I think the sanity break moment is usually like when I'm 2 or 3 days. Like, no, like it's very rare. If a problem persists for more than 1 day, that's when it's like, okay, clearly either I'm right and computers have magically changed how they work, or I'm wrong and I'm just so deluded. Okay. Very freaking cool. Oh my goodness. This is so freaking cool. Okay, but the error's happening later. That's better. Why are we, what's the problem here, officer? And it's happening down here at line 24, I believe. So we're making progress. And it's saying, what is null? With null destination texture. So this guy is null. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe the issue is that destination has always been null. Like, what if we do graphics copy texture at the very beginning here, just so it's not null? What if it's just that simple? Maybe I don't have to do all this other crap I'm doing back there. Maybe we just do that and it's fine. Garbage day. Okay. We either have victory or we have sound defeat. And I just say, hey, we're just going to put everything into one shader. Oh my goodness. 2 new errors. Wow, guys. We have 2 new exceptions happening at line 16. Oh, yay. Oh, that's just what the doctor ordered. Both these textures are null. How fun. How delightful. Oh. Null destination? 16 and 26? At the first and last. Okay, we're just... What if I just do dest equals new render texture? This is getting disgusting. I don't like this at all. Oh. I forget, this is not a ref. Yeah. This is not a ref. Yeah.